The Morning Blitz. So we all remember the movie The Sixth Sense, right? He's the boy who could see dead people. Well, there are individuals out there who say they really do have those kinds of abilities. And our next guest says he is no stranger to seeing and hearing what we call ghosts.
Here now to tell us more about his skills is world-renowned psychic and medium Matt Fraser. How are you?
Good morning. It's great to be here.
It's great to see you. Tell us, how was life for you growing up as a medium and when you started feeling and seeing things?
Well, actually, my grandmother was a medium who passed it on to my mother and in turn passed it on to me. But you have to remember that back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, it was not something that people talked about.
No.
People did not go around and say, hey, guess what? I can speak to the dead. It was something that was kept very close to home, just for close friends and family members. But fast forward to when I was 3, 4 years old, I was seeing and hearing the dead people, just like you mentioned in that movie, The Sixth Sense. And it was petrifying for me. It was not something that I wanted to see. I didn't want to hear. I didn't want to pass on, messages. And when I was in my bedroom at night, literally, I would see the departed standing over my bedroom trying to get me to pass on messages and talk.
That would freak me out as a 4-year-old, I gotta be honest.
Believe me, it freaks me out.
I wet the bed till I was 7. I'd still be wetting the bed today if I gotta be honest.
Well, I'd be calling for my mother, who, obviously had the psychic ability as well, for help. And I'd be like, Ma, quick, come here. I'm pulling the covers over my head. I'm seeing and hearing the departed. Instead of my mother being like, oh, that's okay. You can leave the light on, or don't worry about it. You can sleep with me and your dad tonight. It was just the opposite. She was on the side of me going, what are they saying to you? Who is it? Who's coming through? So she tried to get me to embrace it, but I was so afraid of it, I actually pushed away for years and years and years. Fast forward to in my teens, I actually started my career as an EMT working for the World Trade Center in Boston.
Oh, wow.
Started looking deeper into my own abilities that I had experienced later on. I realized it was a wonderful and amazing gift that I could help use and to teach others that there's so much more to life than what's here in the physical world by putting them back in touch with their loved ones.
Yeah. Do you see like evil spirits though too, or is it usually just...
No, that's Hollywood.
That's
sometimes there's people who come through who had traumatic passings, but a lot of times they'll come through because they want to provide their families with closure here in the physical world. So basically, I've worked on a lot of different passings and with a lot of different families. I spoke to people who passed in 9/11. I spoke to people who had lost children in the Sandy Hook tragedy. And basically, what it is a conversation, putting that family back in touch with someone that they had lost. So this way they can begin to heal and start the healing process.
I'm getting chills talking about this. How do you get a spirit to go back that is just lingering and won't go away?
Well, that's never really happens. So just what I like to tell people is that as a medium, I don't bring your loved ones to you, you bring them to me. They're with us all the time. They're watching over us. Their soul is with us no matter where we go. It's not, it's very different than what you see in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And basically, what my job is, it's all about communication. It's not something where, you pull them out of heaven or you're pulling them out of somewhere else. It's somewhere that, you bring them with you. Their soul lives with you no matter where you go.
We have about a minute left. Let's talk about your book. It's called The Secrets to Unlocking Your Psychic Ability. You say, I was thinking maybe this is hereditary, considering it went from year to year and generation to generation with you, but you could teach us to become a psychic as well, you said.
Well, we all have intuition. I can't teach everybody to see and hear dead people, but we all have the intuition where maybe you had that feeling that the phone was going to ring and next thing you know it did, or you thought of somebody they haven't seen in years and years and years, and next thing you know that person called you on the phone, or you saw that person in line where you're getting your groceries. That's your intuition talking. That's the building block of psychic ability. So what my book is about is it actually brings you through different exercises that you can do to go and strengthen that ability and become more in tune, because we're all in tune. We can all tap into what's called universal knowledge to go and not only connect with the other side, but also use it within everyday life.
What does your intuition say about our building?
Well, to be honest with you, there's a lot of spirits that are in here right now.
What kind of spirits?
Not bad spirits, just people who, because obviously this building was built over something. So a lot of times there'll be different people who are here, not lingering, but it's almost like a passing spirit.
The ghosts of employees past.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could be my next book.
It's a long book. It's great having you. Honestly, congratulations on the book, and it's great having you.
Can people get readings with you too?
Yeah, absolutely. Right now I'm on a tour going up and down the United States, reading as many people as possible. I have a lot of group readings that I'm doing and live events, but also on my website, meetmattfraser.com, I do some private sessions as well.
Very cool.
Thank you
It's great
so
having
much.
you. Thank you.
Unlock your psychic abilities. For more information on Matt, just check out the website on your screen. He's also on Facebook and Twitter.